Hey everybody, today I've got a 2007 Acura RDX with a 2.3 turbo motor. It needs a starter. The starter is right down here. There is the lower bolt of the starter. We've got a bracket that runs from here down that we're going to have to get out of the way. They say that you should take the fans out, so I think I am. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take the coolant bottle out, take these two bolts out, and I do believe that the fan has a electrical connection, but we have to disconnect, and then the fan should just slide out. Then this side over here, we won't even need to take this hose off. We need to take the fan out, and hopefully we can slide it over into this direction and then lift it out. The biggest problem with this one is that the upper bolt is, you're not going to be able to see it. The upper bolt is at the very top of the starter. It's going to be a bear to get to. Let me go ahead and show you on the new part. So here we have the new starter. And there's a nice little tag here, torque to 7 foot-pounds, or you avoid the warranty because this must be very weak and you break these, so do not over tighten these. So there's where the lower bolt goes, and the upper bolt goes in here, and that's going to be a bear to get to. It's going to be a bear to get to. So let's get started. I'm going to remove the coolant bottle. I'm going to take out this fan, then remove this fan, then get this bar out, and then start moving some of these wires around. Oh, and there's the start wire connection right there. All right, I got the coolant bottle out. There is a push pin here, and then the bottle slides down onto this bracket here, so it just slides up and out of the way. So now there are two 10mm bolts here. And then there's a wire connection right there for that fan to unplug. Let's see, does this just lift? Yep, it does just lift up. So I'm going to need both hands to finagle this thing around this bracket. But once we get this fan out, then I'll take this fan loose, slide it over, and pull it one out. All right, well, I couldn't slide this fan out, so I had to, luckily the drain is right there. So after I got this fan out, I drained some coolant out, trying not to make a mess, and then I was able to take the upper hose off. Now another thing that makes this fan a pain in the butt to take off is it's clipped in 3 different places, here, here, and here. Now once you get that unclipped, then that fan will come out. So now it's a little bit more open in here. Oh, and another thing too, disconnect the battery. Always disconnect the battery when you're doing a starter. So now we're going to go ahead and take this bracket out, and we're probably going to release this wire connection here. You push down on the release clip and that pops off, and then there's another, then this wire runs into here. We'll disconnect it here. Let me get this taken off, and maybe I can get the camera down in here to show you the mounting locations. I do believe these are both 12s. Alrighty, so I got the bracket removed. There was a 12mm nut here and a stud, and down here there was a 12mm bolt. So then you also had a wire connection that was in this hole, and then another connector that slid onto that post. So I got that out now. So now that I got that out, let's sneak in here. This is the wire connection that was slid onto the post, and this is the connector that was in the hole there. So I also have this wire harness loose. Of course, now I knocked my flashlight. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to unplug this to get this out of the way. Now you can plainly see the upper bolts right there, and that's going to be tough to get to. Here is the electrical connection here underneath this little rubber plug, and then there's the lower bolt there. So let me go, and then we also have another wire that is plugged onto the starter while beginning with a screwdriver and push on both clips to get that to release. And then there's the electrical connection right here. I'll go ahead and disconnect that. You push on the clip and you pull back. So there's that start wire on that. So let me get these wires out and try to get that upper bolt out, and the starter should be ready to come out. Alrighty. The lower bolt on the starter down here is a 17mm. Got that out, no problem. The upper bolt here is a 14, and as you see, what I have on here is I've gotten my ratcheting wrench on here to be able to get it. My ratcheting wrench has a lot of play. If I can't, what I'm probably going to end up doing, I'm probably going to take a pry bar and put it right here between the starter and the wrench to break it free, and then it should just ratchet right out. Oh, and also something else I want to show you guys. I have this piece of cardboard that I always put in front of the radiator to help protect the radiator when I'm working on stuff right in front of the cars. So that's always a good idea to have a piece of cardboard. I have the wire, all the wires are disconnected from the starter, and I can move them around. As you can see, there's the starter right there. Once I get this upper bolt taken out, it should come right out. So I'm just going to use a ratcheting wrench. You could probably use a regular wrench to get in here and get that loose. So let me get this bolt out. We'll get the starter on out. So yes, that's exactly what I had to do. I had to take my angled pry bar, and I had to put it in between the starter and the wrench right here to get it broken free. But now that it's broken free, I can ratchet that bolt right on out. So I got the upper bolt out, and like I said, I have all my wire harnesses out, so you can see that the starter is just pull on the wire harness, and the starter just comes right out. And there's the old starter. There's the new starter. I'm going to grab it in the same way. Be careful going in. Go in this way, and boom. In it goes. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get the lower bolt here started first to help me line up the upper bolt. Alright everybody, I think I'm going to leave it right here so you can see how I got the starter out and how to get the upper bolt out. That's the hardest part of this whole job, is getting the upper bolt out. Alright everybody, I'm going to leave it here. Like I said, I'm just going to put the starter back in, hook up all the wires, put the bracket, put the fans back in, fill it up with coolant, hook up the battery, and we should be done. Alrighty, I'm just going to leave it here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please, as always, please subscribe. You can always do that right there in that corner. Please give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. Please give me a thumbs down if you don't like the videos. Please like and share, and please comment. Thank you.